Yes, my lord. I'll deal with this in a way that shall not disappoint you. Eldian. This is a perfect mission for me. I'll punish you for the sin of abandoning me. Ras von Celestia. From here on, we'll need to assign roles. You, and you, help me. It's a fact that you defeated me, so I'll play along for now. I'm probably lacking in skills, but if I can be of help, I'll do my very best. Good, with this, I've got the strongest new students on my side. Next up would be, there are 2 ways to get out of this forest. Someone has to break the barrier from outside. Or to kill the caster that used the teleportation magic within the barrier. In the case of the latter, it could get dangerous. But we don't have any other options here. It'll take Professor Bernan about 2 days to reach this place from the plains if he travels in a straight line. Our best option would be to try and survive as best as we can while killing the caster. Actually, I already know. This event can't be resolved with the first method. If we want to get out of here, we must kill the caster. The caster is Rudger, the demonic human that lives in this forest. We'll first gather some food. We should be able to last 2 days with this much. Oi, Mr. Noble. What are you asking us to eat? This is a pig. Any problems with it? Hey. I know you're pretty skilled, but I think you've got the wrong idea. You must think this is the back mountain of a noble that they use for hunting. We can't eat demonic beasts like this. They're poisonous. I'm aware of that. I also know that the plants in this vicinity can't be eaten recklessly. Do you know how long your stomach would be in pain for? This lunatic, he only got stomach pain after eating demonic beasts. I better not get too involved with him. Shut up and be quiet. I have my ways. Leon, summon undead and ask them to protect the students from the monsters. Alright. I want you to protect the princess. Except for that cheeky mouth of yours, you actually have pretty good skills. Arg. I'm definitely going to beat you until you're half dead in the future. It's time to get started. What is that? Look at that color. I think we'll die if we eat that. Ha! The color of the meat changed. I simply used this plant to neutralize the poison the meat had. The crimson rake plant is capable of neutralizing poison of middle-rank monsters and below. And the horn boar is one of those monsters. Is that so? I think I've read that in a book somewhere. But the Rainhafer family has no reason to starve. How would he know such information? I don't know either. So then, Princess, do you like it rare or medium rare? I'm boldly excluding the option of well done. There was once a mention within the game that well done meat is thrown away. Dean Noah, can you hear me? Yes. This demonic human is at least intermediate rank or above. The Academy has determined this to be a grave matter. I'm on my way to rescue the children with Professor Ras. The other elite professors are already out on other dispatch missions. Niam. What was that? That sounded like someone was eating snacks. Nah, I know she's crazy, but there's no way she'd be casually snacking in a situation like this. Ahem. Dean, are you eating snacks right now? Oh. You heard that. Hoo-hoo, there's no need to be so worried. They'll come back without any major issues. But if they were second-year students, this situation wouldn't be as dire, but they're first years. They haven't even been studying at the academy for that long. He's right. They're basically dunces right now. They haven't even learned basic defense magic properly. Beep. Beep. She hung up. She hung up. Damn it. It can't be helped then. I'll just do as much as I can. Giddy up. Burn on. My top apprentice, Nox. I will never let you die in a place like this. Why are you spilling the horn boar's blood around? If you use the blood of a stronger monster instead, weak monsters won't even dare to come near us. That's something we do often even in the East. Travelers are most vulnerable when they set up camp at night after all. I see. Nox. Thank you. Thanks to you, we could keep the other students safe. We still have a long way to go. There are still a lot of monsters around and we haven't defeated the mage. Plus, the night is long. I know. But, the fact that no one has died so far. I think that's thanks to you. Please forgive Echidna's manners. She's just biased against dark families because of the usual negative feelings people have for them. Why does she even care about me? I don't like how this is going. You don't need to worry about someone like me. You can't go thanking the good-for-nothing that was thrown away by his own dark family. The imperial family would be in shock if they found out. That's one way of looking at things. But, I think differently. If I can save more people, even if I have to join hands with a demon, I will do so without hesitation. That's such a dangerous thing to say. I'm just kidding. Penelope von Archheim. She's known as the Princess of Kindness, but her biggest flaw. She's a dangerous character that would give up her own life for her beliefs. Her nickname as the Princess of Kindness could easily turn into the cold-blooded princess. We'll now team up in fours to set up the tents. I have some decent cloths so each of you can come take one. Having a dimensional pocket is definitely convenient. Why are you carrying around things like that? What the hell? That's the Reinhafer family for you. I heard that when you turn 5 in the family, they push you off a cliff. Nah, no way. To think there'd be such bad rumors going around. I guess that's how things are for a dark family. We better be careful. Be careful of what? It's nothing. After you guys have decided on the night shift rotations, take turns guarding this place. It's time for me to get started too. There's a problem that exists in the second episode of the Academy during this ambush. If we don't kill the mage that set up the barrier quickly, it'll become impossible to clear this scenario. Yawn. And that means, if no one kills the mage, we won't be able to complete this story. What? Everyone, get up. Princess, we've got trouble. What's wrong? A huge number of creatures that possess mana are gathering near here. Please stand behind me, Princess. Ho, here they come. Hornboar's blood doesn't mean anything in the face of a stronger monster after all. So, what do you intend to do? Nox isn't here. He's gone elsewhere temporarily. He's left this battlefield to me. What? He was so confident about protecting the princess yet he went somewhere else. Yes, but he didn't run away. How would you know that? But, there's just way too many of them. This is too dangerous. Echidna is right. It's alright. This is way too many monsters for us to deal with. Such a ridiculous amount of mana. What on earth is happening right now? I've become curious, Nox von Reinhafer. About the kind of person you are and why you've given me this responsibility. I declare this as the patriarch of the Marva's household. The result of this battle will solely be decided by me. Leon von Marvas. I've become curious, Knox von Reinhafer, about the kind of person you are. And why you've given me this responsibility. The result of this battle will solely be decided by me. Leon. Mana sensitivity genius. Has neutralized intermediate restraint magic. Due to the effects of the lunatic member's robe, your attack power has increased by 1.2 times. How long do you intend to remain hidden? Interesting. A mere academy student. Is able to not just figure out my location but is also bold enough to fight me. Acting genius has been activated strongly. Those are words you should only say when you're worth something. You're the one who ought to know his place. How dare you? D. Who the hell are you? There's no need for me to tell you that. Ha. I'll beat the words out of that arrogant mouth of yours. One piece skip. What happens from now is what matters. Well, there's no need for me to even use my skill. Not with this difference in level. Even though he's borrowed the power of a demon, he's still just a demonic human. Impudent brat. Don't tell me you're so arrogant that you think you've won, have you? He's way weaker than the current Nox. Swordsmanship and combat genius. Has been activated. You have destroyed your enemy's attack. An attack like this is useless. Ugh. Acting genius. Has been activated. You didn't think that'd work on me, did you? Cook. I should have been careful from the start. The good-for-nothing of House Reinhafer. He's foiled my plans. How dare you humiliate me, the one who's received the blood of the Archduke. This is farewell. I've had enough of you. Stop. Please stop, Nox. He's my apprentice. What? Sorry for allowing you to go through all this. But it's true. He's Roger, my apprentice. Ha. Your apprentice. Don't be absurd, Professor Rass. Was I ever your apprentice for even a single second? You abandoned me. I, who lost my arm in the war of our empire. You drove me out of the academy heartlessly because I no longer had any value. You call yourself my teacher. You're self-deluded. Yes, I might have abandoned you. But it's not what you think. I only made such decisions because I was worried for you. I didn't want what happened to my son to happen to you. My only choice was to expel you from the academy because you were so adamant about going to the battlefield. We're the ones who decide the path we'll take. Rass, you were conceited and the whole continent became aware that I was an abandoned trash of the academy. I didn't know that happened to you, but does the magic you so desired really look like this? Is this really the magic that we both wanted? I know that it's too late for me. But I'll bring at least you to the afterlife with me. Rass von Celestia. Things that I've done that can't be changed. I have some of those as well. What? How are you so fast? Acting genius. Is now activated to the most extreme level. The synchronization of Knox von Reinhafer with the player has increased. That's a really inelegant emotion, don't you agree? Acting genius is now activated to the most extreme level. That's a really inelegant emotion, don't you agree? The synchronization of Knox von Reinhafer with the player has increased. Warning. You might lose your mind. Knox. Yes. What should I do? What are you talking about? You know already, don't you? My research and thesis exist only for the sake of those who are weak. But I'm no longer sure if there's any meaning to my research. I'm not even able to protect my own apprentice. I wonder if there's any meaning to continuing my research. I've lost the direction of my life. Don't know how you're related to that demonic human. This is the lesser evil. I need his thesis to be published so that artifact creation and the strengthening system can be unlocked within the game. He must continue his research. But, is that really all? Your emotions have interfered with the character, Knox von Reinhafer. Warning. Acting genius is wavering. Actually, something like that isn't important to me. However, I don't think your research is worthless. So why am I wavering? Haven't you seen how powerless I am? Yes, I've seen. You looked pathetic. I understand now. He's gotten inside of my fence. That's why I'm wavering. Every word he says affects me. I'm lazy by nature. Please don't ask me to do too many tasks. I don't really like tea. I prefer coffee. I don't need money. I also don't think much of things like fame. What are you talking about? However, your research is different. Maybe it's of value. I guarantee that. Maybe a game addict like me is envious of you, who contributes to the love in this world. Professor Rass. I'll become your #1 apprentice. Knox. Nothing has changed. The back of Professor Rass that I've seen only via the monitor. There's only him and me, an unorthodox thinker. If needed, I can match with you. I can be at the height of your back as you cry inside while talking about your son. Phew. To think Knox isn't the only lunatic here. What the hell is with all those undeads? They're on a completely different level to normal undeads. They feel fundamentally different. It's so hard to believe that there's an army of undead with that kind of strength. The dark families. They are truly capable of destruction. That's hard to believe. I don't want to admit that. It seems that the rumor that the Marva's household is back is the truth. Leon von Marva's. We'd do well to remember him. Yes, Your Highness. I'll pay attention to his activities. The highest grade mana crystal. If it weren't for this, there's no guarantee I could have won. It's as if he's seen the future. Hey, everyone. Hey. Is everyone alright? Well, somewhat. Is anyone dead? No, there's someone who left the battlefield though. Princess. Pardon me for being late with my greetings because I was in a rush. May I know who it was that left? It's Knox von Reinhafer. But, I don't think he's in any danger. Because we could only survive this long thanks to him. Is that the truth? Yes. The mana crystal he gave me had helped us. He also resolved the tent and ration issue for us. Well, he basically did everything. Reinhafer. He might not be the trash that we thought he was. He's definitely problematic when it comes to women though. And he did act like a good-for-nothing. He also treats servants pretty badly. I heard he had bullied Eleanor's servant in an alley before. Really? Maybe he's also problematic when it comes to men. That white-hair brat again. Come to think of it, the barrier has disappeared. I confirmed that the large-scale transportation circle of the demonic human and the barrier can only be broken from within. What's happening? Not enough time has passed for Ras, who's a weakling, to have resolved everything here. That means... Ordinary acting is now activated. You will not waver. After that incident, I had no choice but to become the apprentice of the strange professor, Ras von Celestia. Ordinary acting is now activated. Ordinary acting is now activated. Ordinary acting is now activated. For the sake of unlocking the artifact system in the future, his research is an absolute necessity. In the game, Inner Lunatic, Professor Ras never died, but things are different now. If I don't save him, then I'll be the one suffering. Oh, sorry. You were bothering me so much. I reacted unknowingly because you touched me. It's alright. I know you did that on purpose, so no need to act coy in front of me. Ha ha ha. You know me that well and you still chose to bother me. I know the Empire laws have sexual harassment laws in place. For someone who acts like the good-for-nothing of a reputable household, you're saying some really smart stuff. The Empire's laws. If you look at the relationship between a commoner and a noble, you'd see the laws have been broken down for a long time. I don't think that's what a professor of Eldian, an institution that's directly under the command of the imperial family, should say. It doesn't matter as long as you don't tell on me. He's seriously insane. This time round. I recommended you along with Leon von Marvas. I'm talking about my recommendation to the imperial family for the two of you to go into the treasure vault of Eldian and take an artifact. What? You really did that? Yes. Papa, as you know, I can be quite convincing. Doing this much for my top apprentice is not a big deal, so there's no need to feel pressured. Whoever said I felt pressured? Since you went through the trouble of preparing a gift like that, I'll gladly accept it. You seem even happier than when you became my apprentice. I'm overthinking things, right? Eldian's treasure vault. What an unexpected jackpot. This place is co-owned by the imperial family and the Revelin household. While there are a lot of incredible artifacts in here, I know the one that will have the best efficiency. If I get that at this point in time, I'll be able to grow several times faster. I would have never imagined you opening the treasure vault of Eldian. Think whatever you want. Eleanor's share in the Revelin merchantry has been acknowledged, so she's going in with me. I hope she doesn't cause any trouble for me. You're greatly mistaken if you think I don't want to give away the artifacts that I donated. I have every intention of making sure that you are properly paid for saving me. You like to make things troublesome for me as usual. You heard about how it works from Professor Ras, right? What artifact are you going to take? The item I'm looking for is... What did you say? What did you say you wanted? Are you going to make me repeat myself twice? I don't know why you'd want an antique like that. I guess it's not completely surprising if it's just a hobby of the son of a rich family. How about giving it to me first before we continue talking? Wait, before that. I need to test whether you're fit to receive an item from this place or not. I wasn't told of something like that. That's my special right as the person who donated the artifacts. The Revelin merchantry is already fully in control of Eldian after all. Space teleportation magic. I've seen this countless times in the game. You're not surprised, huh? I've experienced things even more surprising than this after all. Take a seat first. Alright. Let's not waste any more time and begin the test. Knox von Reinhafer. Speak. She's making me work for the artifact. Well, it's just a formality so it shouldn't take long. Why did you save me? That's the test. It's up to me to decide what question is asked. As I've told you previously, I simply... Oh, right. I forgot to tell you something. Lies don't work on me. Oh, maybe you already knew. Damn it. There's something that I forgot. In Inner Lunatic, the difference between acting genius and ordinary acting is acting genius can see through the lies of another person. That means what Eleanor says is the truth. You're really such a pain in the ass. Oh my. Didn't you already say something like that just now? Curses. What do I do now? You seem extremely frustrated. Shut up. You must have lied about wanting to give me the artifact personally. Is that important, right now? What's important is that you'll lose out if you don't answer my questions. It's way too risky to have come all this way just to lose the artifact. To begin with, she'll suspect me if I try to get out of this meeting. It'd be better to just face it head on here. In that case, yes. You asked me why I saved you. It's because it's something that was necessary for me. For you. Why? Because I need you in my plan. Your plan. What's that? I don't think there's a reason for me to tell you that much, is there? One more question. Go on. What happened in the ballroom in the past? Did you not save me because you feel indebted to me because of that? No. It's not because of the past. I'm involved in his plan. What on earth does that mean? Everything I've said is true. You probably already know that though. It's not good to have too many secrets. You're one to talk. There are people in the world that say you've changed. So, I don't believe that. Even though you saved me, I still remember what you said to me in the past. Do as you please. What? Blame me and hate me all you want. It's your right to feel however you want. I'm saying you can do whatever you want. What you feel towards me will not change anyways. It has to remain that way too. Are you done here? Now that I've received the artifact, I'll be going back. You have really changed. Why did Knox choose that kind of artifact and there are so many other better ones? Although it's not a bad one. It's not the best either. Honestly, I have no clue why a knight like him would need an orb. I can't fathom what he's thinking. There were many items that were better. Things like swords, elixirs, shields, and armors. Of the top quality. But instead, he chose an old-looking orb. I doubt he's doing this to make me feel indebted to him. Well, I don't think you really need to think so much about this, do you? It's not like he caused you any harm. Is it really okay to think of this in such a simple manner? It's not like I have any other choice though. How are things with the merchantry? Things are going well. The nobles of the capital and Talon Feather are buying Revelin Households products in large quantities. This is all thanks to you. I'm glad to hear that. I want you to keep watching Knox. Report back to me if anything happens. Understood. Yes, young miss. Please don't worry. You've obtained an advanced grade artifact, the Great Sage's highest grade orb. Basic information. Name. The Great Sage's highest grade orb category. Equipment grade. Advanced when the conditions are met, it'll become the highest grade. Attribute. Stat. Mana 2, Stamina 1 equipping requirement. Must have 10 mana from birth special effect. Obtain passive skill, Magic Auto Compensate. Displaying information of the skill gained due to the artifact. Passive skill. Name. Magic autocompensate grade. Intermediate attribute. Effect. Automatically compensates for magic-related skills that are intermediate or lower by greatly increasing their power. An effect. The Great Sage's highest grade orb. To think I'd be able to get this at this time. I'm really lucky. Eleanor probably doesn't know that this is a good item. But there's a special way to use it. The conditions have not been met. The artifact is unable to utilize its full effect. To say the real name of its original owner. That'll upgrade it to the highest grade. The original owner of the artifact. She's one of the 4 sages that'll appear in the future. She's also one of the characters that I took as my teacher frequently in game. But it's still too early to activate it. If I activate the artifact, I'll be revealing my identity to her. Since this is only the first half, this level of effect would be sufficient. Master Nox, may I ask why you chose that orb? There must be numerous items in Eldian's secret vault. I also heard there are tons of items for knights. Have I never told you before? I'm going to use magic too, so I need both types of items. Oh. Guess I really didn't mention it. Haha, looks like I forgot to mention it. Sigh. Just what do I do with him? Have I never told you before? I'm going to learn magic. Wouldn't it be difficult to learn 2 things at the same time? It's not that I doubt your abilities, but if it really doesn't work out, then I just need to get money from my family and live my own life, right? Master Nox. I was just boasting to the others about how hardworking you've become recently. I didn't ask you to do that though. Do you know that you can be pretty nasty sometimes? Haha. I'm a good-for-nothing, remember. And you play with women a lot. That's really just an accusation. I heard all about it. Sigh. How Patriarch Theo was also quite the womanizer in the past. And the fact that he's now repenting for his past mistakes. I didn't know about that. Oof. There's a letter for you. It seems to be from the Imperial family. They've requested that you read it yourself. What? The Imperial family. Why would they send me a letter? Echidna was the one who asked me to pass it to you. Please take a look at it first. Why the hell is the princess paying so much attention to me? I can't allow more unknown variables to keep appearing. Hello, Nox von Rainhafer. Thanks to your previous actions, I was able to keep my life. Thus, based on the laws of the Empire, I'd like to give you a reward. I'd like to invite you to the capital of our kingdom, Talonfeather, to receive your reward in person. You'll be departing in 3 days at 9 a.m. I hope you'll accept the reward of the Imperial family. From Penelope von Arkheim. Damn it. She wants me, someone from a dark family, to go to the capital. What kind of reward is that? If you think about the conflict between the dark families and the divine family. This could be a trap. Master Nox, I think it would be best for you to not go. It's too dangerous. If they want to, they can summon me anytime. That means, Master Nox, stay here. This is an order. The place where Emperor Esteban and the Imperial faction has established their base. Talonfeather. That place is under the control of the divine family. That means it's basically hell for a dark family. I can't believe she is asking me to go there. What on earth are you thinking? Penelope von Arkheim. The second thing was the camps. The player was required to choose between sides that opposed each other and would have to achieve meaningful results from there. For example, what business do you have with me? It's nothing. Someone as insignificant as me wouldn't have any business with you. Please don't say that. I'd feel hurt, you know. Among the camps within Inner Lunatic, the strongest ones would be the Imperial faction, which is led by the princess. And the radical faction that opposes them, which is led by the dark families. Lastly, the merchant faction. which is led by an immense amount of funds, tries to decide what the dynamics of the continent would be like. While each of them have their own way of doing things, there is one thing that is certain, and that is the relationship between the Reinhafer household, a dark family, and the imperial family. I don't know the exact details, but you could say that that relationship is the worst. I'm going into the lion's den. Is that what you're thinking? Is she trying to feel me out? As a good-for-nothing, I can't just back down from that. I'm sorry, but it's true that I'm not glad about going there. No need to be too worried. I'm just going to the capital with you to reward you for what you've done for me. You're taking your lie a bit too far. Did you catch that? What do you want from me? It's simple. I heard a guest was coming and was looking forward to it. Penelope, this is unexpected. The last sword of the Reinhafer household. I pay my greetings to you, Prince Louis. I heard you were supposed to depart for the war in the north. It somehow got cancelled. I ought to play host since we've got an important guest visiting. I'll tell the Emperor about this myself. And, you. Yes, Your Highness. Let's meet often, okay? That'd be an honor. Louis von Archheim. The first prince of the empire and the only person who's ranked higher than Penelope in the hierarchy to ascend the throne. And the notorious bad ending maker of Inner Lunatic. Louis von Archheim. The first prince of the empire, the only person ranked higher than Penelope in the hierarchy to ascend the throne. And a notorious bad ending maker of Inner Lunatic. Princess, are you alright? I'm fine. I was just a little taken aback. Knox von Reinhafer. You must have been surprised. Let's go in first, we'll talk inside. Understood. The relationship between the princess and Prince Louis is incompatible just like it was in the game. I'll make good use of this. And make it back alive. Tomorrow's the day that I receive the reward. I better rest as much as I can right now. As long as there are no crazy assassins that come for me. It's me. If it's all right with you, can you open the door? Princess, what are you doing here so late at night? You know it's not wise to keep me standing here in the corridor, right? I'll go inside for now. The princess has something to propose to you. I'll protect this place since there are a lot of eyes within the imperial palace. Let's sit down. Okay. Damn it, what on earth could it be for her to come here in person at a time like this? I think I might have an idea. Don't worry, I don't intend to take too much of your time. But, I need you to promise me one thing. Depending on your answer to my question, you may not be able to return to Eldian. No, you may never be able to return to the Reinhafer estate again. So, I order you in my name. Please pull the strings behind the scenes for me. I knew you'd say that. You need someone who can deal with the first prince and it'd be easier for you to sever off any involvement with a dark family. A tool that you could use. You must have wanted me to become your pawn. But, if you think I don't have a choice then you're greatly mistaken. Princess Penelope. Ah. Haimable. Greetings, great son of the empire. Ah. Guillaume. Esteban von Archheim. The Knight of Light and Lightning that acquired a brilliant reputation in the past, he's a legend of the Archheim Empire. However, he has since lost his intelligence and has even been given a disgraceful nickname, Esteban the Foolish. Greetings, great son of the empire. See so, I heard that you have a request to ask of father. It's probably to bestow an appropriate reward upon the person who saved a member of the imperial family. I was simply doing what I had to. Prince Louis became the new head of the house after Esteban had fallen from his position. I need to be especially careful here. All right. The imperial family shall bestow a gift unto the knight candidate of the Reinhafer household that saved my dear sister. If there's anything you desire, let me know. Yes, Prince Louis. If it would be all right. Could you allow me to enter the Ark River? What? It's no wonder they're surprised. NICE because it possesses the ridiculous effect of increasing stats randomly. The Ark River is a mysterious river that only the imperial family and the divine households are allowed to enter. I guess it's true that he's a good-for-nothing, huh? He acts impudently. Bastards from the dark family are all the same. That can never be allowed. How could the Ark River be open to someone of a dark family? That's right. Even if he did save the princess, that's not the right thing to do. Isn't that a river that only the divine households can enter? Yeah. As expected, there are many objections. Impudence. How dare all of you raise your voices in front of His Majesty? There are no laws that say only the divine households are allowed to enter the Ark River to begin with, are there? I'm starting to feel uneasy. Why is Penelope taking my side? Since I told her I won't be going along with her plan. I was hoping she would have given up on me already. However, I don't like it when things are noisy, Sir Goran. What she said before she left bothers me. Okay then. I'll leave now. But, please remember this. If the time comes when I need to choose between the two factions, I will have no choice but to support the princess instead of the bad ending maker. However, I can't make my choice obvious. Will you agree to my request? What my sister said makes some sense. There are no laws that state that a descendant of a dark family can't go into the Ark River. It also wouldn't be right to break the rules that the imperial family and its ministers have followed for so long. So, we'll have a test. I'm suggesting that we hold a test to see if Knox von Reinhafer is worthy of entering the Ark River and benefiting from it. I wasn't expecting this development. All these characters really like tests, huh? May I ask what kind of a test that would be? Spar with me. Pardon me. From what I heard, you have exceptional swordsmanship skills, right? In that case, I think it'd only be appropriate for me to ask you for a spar. The Ark River is our empire's sacred river, so it's only open to those who are competent. He must be thinking that he just suggested a good idea. But, I don't intend to just lose easily. I accept. I'll see you at the training grounds in 1 hour then. You may bring and use any weapon you like. Understood, Your Highness. I'll do my best. Knox von Reinhafer. Do you really have a death wish? Can't you tell what my brother is after? Whether you win or lose, the results don't matter. He's just trying to show off. He's trying to trample on you because you're young so that your family will be humiliated. I know that. Even if I win, he'll try to harm me using the reason that I'm the youngest son of the impure dark family that's trying to harm the prince. If I lose, his reputation will get even better. He'll say that he defeated a rising new talent. That's probably what he'll say to everyone. Why accept when you already know all that? But, what would you do if I told you there were other choices? Other choices. Would you support that choice? Hey, who am I? The second son of our empire, Prince Louis von Arkheim. That's right. I have a solid standing within Talonfeather. No one would dare to ignore me. But, something's wrong with that guy. Knox von Reinhafer. I don't think he's worthy of your concern. Please don't be worried. Worried? Ha. Me, worried. Do you think I'd do something like that? Because of some brat from a dark family. Forgive me, your highness. All of you better act smart around here. My father. Esteban, the one known as the son of our empire. How long do you guys think he has left to live? The empire and all its honor will soon be within my grasp. In that case, some kind of theatrics like those we saw today will be needed. Do you get what I mean? I will never make that mistake again. Of course, that goes without saying. Hey, head butler. Get rid of that. Your Highness. Please. Please give me one more chance. A chance. Chances are things that are only given to people like me. Even if you were born as a noble, the blood that flows within you is different from the blood that flows within the imperial family. Don't you agree? Your Highness. Your Highness. Knox von Reinhafer. No matter how outstanding you are as an uprising talent, you can't flip around a match when your defeat has been decided. I wonder what kind of face he'll make while crying. Let's do our best in this fight. In the end, you'll have to play along in my show. Yes, I understand. Alright then. The first prince of our empire, Louis von Arkheim, will now begin his fight with Knox von Reinhafer. He won't be able to go up against the imperial family anyways. Regardless of how exceptional he is, he's just some dark family vermin. He won't be able to raise his sword against me in this place where the divine families, including the imperial family, reside. What? Bastard! How dare you raise your sword against an imperial family member? Your Highness, didn't you just tell me to do my best? That little bastard. He dared to raise his sword against me, the person ranked number 1 in the line of succession. How dare an insect of the dark families challenge my authority? I don't understand what you're saying. I simply followed your instructions. Alright then. If that's how you want to play it, I won't go easy on you either. Even if he's got a good reputation in Eldian, he's still just a brat. There's no way he can defeat me, someone who's received a high-quality education from the imperial family. When one of you falls or surrenders, the match will end. The rules are simple, so that will be all for the explanation. He might be the bad ending maker, but his combat abilities aren't that high. While his talent isn't bad, it's not at the level where he can reach Knox. Damn it. Why did he stop? What are you doing? I have no complaints about the rules or the match. But it's kind of boring since nothing is on the line. What do you want to do? How about making a bet with me to see who wins or loses this match? I'll be able to get what I want easily. Okay. Looks like this won't be boring then. I accept. How about saying the conditions of the bet after the match? I'm sorry, but I have a rather impatient personality. I'll say it in advance. That doesn't matter to me. If I win this match, I want you to serve me instead of Penelope. What do you mean by that? It's pointless to feign ignorance. Aren't you bewitched by my sister? That's why you saved her in that forest. He's a total nutjob. He's got it totally wrong. I'm sorry, but I simply followed the laws of the imperial family to save Princess Penelope. I don't harbor any other intentions. There's no reason for me to do that either. In that case, that'll make this easy. Become my knight. I want you to become my shadow, not the shadow of the Reinhafer household, and swear your loyalty to me. And if I get injured here, I'll just put the blame on Eldian, the Reinhafer household, and Penelope. Blame yourself for your foolishness in not realizing that this match was already decided from the start. I can tell at a glance that my sword can't get through those artifacts. Right now, it'd be impossible for me to get past all those artifacts and injure him. Your artifact, the Great Sage's highest grade orb, is shining. State the name of the owner in order to properly use the orb. You have only one chance, will you make an attempt? They'll be surprised at how I found out the orb's owner's name, but it can't be helped. I need to survive before everything else. There's indeed only one way to destroy that ridiculous armor. The owner of the orb is Astrid von Callewood. The artifact, the Great Sage's highest grade orb, is shining. The user's name has been registered. Knox von Reinhafer. The orb shall remember you as its second owner. Your mana is increasing rapidly temporarily. What are you doing? We said this was a match. But there was no rule against using magic, right? What? A Reinhafer is using magic. And with that much magic power. You probably know this very well. This is a magic missile. I hope you dodge this. Something feels really off. This is strange. Kook. How on earth is he doing this? Wasn't the Reinhafer household supposed to be a reputable sword family? His talent in magic. No matter how talented he is, unless he was born with it, there's no way. I have an idea of what you're probably thinking right now. There were no shortcuts. At least not as compared to all that armor that you're wearing. How dare the good-for-nothing of a dark family ridicule me? Weren't you the one who started it first? What? You wanted to ridicule the dark families and deny the results I've achieved, isn't that why you requested this sparring? To think you tried so hard to start a fight where you have such an overwhelming disadvantage. The pride of the imperial family has fallen to the ground. You lunatic. The others shouldn't be able to see this. What do you intend to do with that? You don't deserve to ask me that. I've heard countless rumors that you were crazy, but I never thought you'd dare to go against me. Once this sparring is over, all of the Imperial Knights will kill you. That's what he says. Dean, are you just going to let your cute student die in this place? What? Aren't cute though. In any case, it's a request, so I'll do it for you. This voice. Could that be the newly appointed dean? We've met once, haven't we? Prince Louis. Although he's not cute, he's still a precious student of mine. If you're trying to oppress him using your imperial authority, then, as one of the 4 sages, I swear upon my honor that I'll destroy you. They say it's to thank me for saving the princess. That's right. Dean, I'll die if I go there. You probably already know this, but no member of a dark family would return alive from that place. Yeah, that's probably the case. Are you seriously eating snacks right now? The snacks are innocent. Sai, please help me out. Just one word from you and the princess won't bother me anymore. But you won't be able to get the reward then. If you did something good, then you ought to be rewarded for it. Not receiving the reward would be better than taking it and coming back as just a head. I don't know how things became so complicated. Magic is really developed these days, so any lost limbs can be put back together really quickly. I'm not sure if that also works for heads though. Are you really saying that to your student? In that case, if there was a way for you to get the reward and return from Talonfeather safely, what would you do? There's no way a solution like that exists. The crystal that Noah gave me. It's a type of long-distance communication tool. Unlike normal artifacts, it's a tool where mana can be infused into it and transferred over to the other side. And, ha. Not even the prince can mess with the leader of Eldian and one of the four sages. It's so rare for you to be helpful. Nox. I can hear you, you know. If you don't need help anymore then. I need your help. Hua. This was a misunderstanding. If I knew he was a precious student to you, I wouldn't have done anything like this. Who's your dean? Don't act like you know me. I was close to your father, not you. You're not my student yet either. Brat. I'm sorry. What should I do to appease your anger? Beg. I want you to beg and apologize to him. I'll let this go if you can do that. I wasn't expecting anything like that though. I'm sorry. Your Highness, I'll let this go with a generous and magnanimous heart. How shameless. I'll be watching this fight, so I hope you guys finish it up fair and square. I want this barrier to be dispelled too. Alright. I understand. A member of a dark family dares to harm the prince. What the hell? How's that possible? J. Just how did he do that? Maybe Nox has 2 lives. J. Just how did he do that? Maybe Nox has 2 lives. Echidna, you can't do that just with guts. He must have some kind of hidden card. The authority of the Dark Family is able to influence even this place, the Arkheim Empire. That's impossible. That means he must have something else that he's counting on. Or, I must get my hands on him no matter what. Yes. While I don't want to admit it, Nox von Reinhafer's abilities are the real deal. Back when we were in the forest. And during the admission ceremony too. Moreover, with this fight, we now know that he has no intention of joining Prince Louis. There is something that needs to be done right now. May I ask what you have in mind? Pardon. Are you serious? Move Prince Louis to the infirmary immediately. He must not experience any after effects. Move quickly. And, you must not tell anyone anything you've seen today. Understood. Prince Louis, please wake up. Prince Louis. Prince Louis. I barely survived. That prince is a total lunatic. I guess he's a bad ending maker for a reason. But, this really is her item. It's very useful. It'll be pretty useful not just in the first half but even towards the middle and later halves. I can't deny that it was easier for me to deal with the prince because of this. Of course, I wouldn't even dare to dream of being this lucky again next time though. Sigh. That prince. Is he already here for revenge? I just can't get a break. Who is it? Nox von Reinhafer, it's me. The princess would like to meet with you alone. Echidna. Wait, this isn't the prince coming for revenge. Right now. Yes, right this instant. Come in first. Princess, what is the matter? If you're here to interrogate me about my fight with Prince Louis, I have already settled that matter. No, why would I do something like that? There's no need for you to play the fool. What do you mean by that? Can you imagine me and my brother sitting down at the dining table together? I'll take a seat. Princess, it's almost midnight. There's no need to talk this late. There will be better times for us to speak again. No, right now is perfect. How can she come into my room this late? I'm the one who'll be held responsible if bad rumors go around later on. Are you worried because a scandal might occur? Honestly, yes. The fact that you're in the room where a member of a dark family is staying is problematic. You are thinking the same thing as me. What? A scandal will definitely take place. That's why I came here.